First question for you.
Yeah.
Are you tired of people asking you all the damn time, where is Bone Yang?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Answer.
I'm not his PR.
That'd be kind of fun. You were press secretary for RuPaul, so like.
Yeah. Because I don't think people ask him where I am.
Do you ever like call each other and be like, this girl's asking about you?
No, I follow his location. Like, I know where he is.
Welcome to Culture Shock, nonsensical podcast because I said so, and that's what's right about me. Today we have someone who has been on TV multiple times, has his own podcast. I loved gossiping about roller coasters with him in a hot tub once. Please welcome Matt Rogers.
Hi.
Hi.
That was a good memory. Honestly, there is a lot of roller coaster news.
A lot of news.
Do you know what's happening at Universal Studios Hollywood?
Girl, I see it spin every day.
Okay, because me and Melissa went on my roof. So we'll get to who that girl is over there in a second. I know that's a segment. I'm going out of order. But you've invoked roller coasters. And so I have to say, we went to my roof in Studio City the other day and looked into Universal Studios Hollywood. And the Fast and the Furious roller coaster is pumping, girl.
She's kicking out
She's
fumes.
kicking. She's got people in her and everything.
She's got people now?
She's got people
She
in
got
her.
test riders.
She got test riders.
Like not water
officially.
dummies.
No, full flesh and blood humans.
Thank God I have someone who can keep up with me now.
Including Mark Woodbury, the chairman of Universal. So it's officially got the big wigs on them. Not just any bags of meat. Like, these are the real bags of meat who matter.
Say it with me now. Bags of meat
Bags of meat
matter.
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 All you bags of meat out there, which is
Well.
what I refer. That's what I used to call gay guys in warehouse parties. These bags of meat.
I love that for you.
I know. Thank
Well.
you for the pun.
Before we begin every podcast, I kind of really want to make sure we set things off with the Lord and Savior, the podcast God. So can you please hold out your hands and pray with me as we
course.
dive in podcast prayer? Oh, nice cuticles.
No, thank you, because I didn't think of them as being nice today. Or were you kind of just saying that? Anyway, here's the prayer.
Great.
Here's the prayer. Lord, our Father in podcasting heaven, aka Mark Maron, who has forsaken his podcast but never forsakes us, the podcasters who carry on in his image. We thank you for this opportunity to speak on a mic today, and we ask you for forgiveness in advance for ways in which we trespass against pop culture figures, other podcasters, and let's just say it, religious figures, because already this is probably problematic and offends someone. You can expect much more of it, Lord, in the future, roughly the next 56 to 57 minutes. And I truly, truly, truly want to say gay men.
Gay men.
Gay men.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
What?
There's a girl in the corner over there.
Yeah, I didn't forget because she's in my line of sight and
Well-
she's my bestie.
Would you like to intro her then?
Sure. That girl over there in the corner is my bestie, we call her my chief of staff, my stylist, my pal, my travel companion, my plus one,
This intro.
my college
Uh-huh.
buddy way back in the day.
Buddy.
Yeah. And her name is Melissa Lehman at Mulsey Mouse.
Hey, welcome to the Peanut Gallery today, girl.
Now it's time.
You can speak.
Okay.
Because there are strict instructions about when you
I
could
can
and could not
speak.
speak, where you can speak.
I know that I have to click the button when I'm ready to speak or when
Yeah,
I'd
so
like
let's-
to speak or interrupt.
Let's go
really.
over the rules of this podcast. So if
Yeah.
Melissa ever wants to speak, she has her beautiful button that looks like a game show, and she has to hit it in order to speak. Can you hit that button for me? Live, laugh, love.
Ours does the
Live
same.
out loud.
Yeah, and if you ever don't want her to speak, you hit that. So
I usually want her to speak, but sometimes
It's really singing when we get too locked into singing.
what happens with us is I'll start singing, but then she'll start and she really won't stop. So it will be a thing of I've created a monster and it will be like,
like Natasha Bedingfield all the time, or like
It's made up songs usually.
it's usually made up songs. One time we had, you already know which one I'm going to do.
Of course.
So there was a time when I went to the Wicked premiere.
a time.
Wicked for Good premiere, and I was hosting
Wicked 2, if you will.
Wicked 2. I was hosting some Lexus partnership with
Just some
Wicked.
paycheck.
Yeah, some little check, and oh no, this wasn't
was
that.
the premiere.
Okay, this was the Wicked premiere. So I had like a sort of, and the theme was like kind of dressed like
was like
shiz.
Oz,
It
yeah,
was like
shiz,
Oz and
exactly.
shiz. And so, what was the place of the brand?
So these these funky, crazy shoes are called John Flu Vogue. And
John
they are
Flu
like this,
Vogue.
like,
If you know, you know.
you know. And they're these like kind of black and green and white kind of funny shoes.
And she referred to them as alphaba ass shoes.
Alphaba ass
And then
shoes.
we started to sing this song. These alphaba ass shoes. And we kind of kept doing that to the point where it had to stop. And I actually said, I was like, okay, so
It was psychosis.
basically I have to say we must stop because it won't stop. And I have to stop us. You can't do it. I can't do it.
It was like, these alphaba ass, these alphaba
But then I had to go.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that it worked.
And how did that make you feel?
Powerful.
Better than a gay man with a good haircut.
Wow, you would know.
No.
No,
not
you're
always.
very well groomed.
Groomed.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I got a
You
botched
know
haircut.
that.
We grew it out, but say it again.
You look good. I mean, like
Thank you.
I think the facial hair to hair ratio is kind of exactly right now.
And you're giving me Survivor 50 cast off.
You know what happens? Every year when I go to Coachella, I rediscover that bandanas are a thing, and then I sort of abuse them in my wardrobe in ways that rotate between working and not working. And right now, I think I'm in a middle zone. I'm sort of a,
Right.
it's a kinda.
Right. Well, with that note, I think we should begin this podcast because I think it's time. You've yapped enough. You're just
Damn.
Are you buckled? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel buckled.
Strap in, girl.
Okay.
Well, let's begin.
Okay.
So, not a lot of people know that you're a smart cookie.
How are you measuring that metrically?
You scored a perfect 100 on your New York State Regents English examination and a 5 on both the AP Language and Composition exam and the AP Literature exam. And you also ran a 4:16 mile.
4:36. I can't claim a 4:16 because that's truly crazy. It was a 4:36. I'm proud of it, but 4:16 is like wild. Did you see my like?
Did you see the way you jumped at this microphone and accused me of wrongful?
No. It wasn't an accusation. It was just something I wanted to clear up on the record
you were
because
smart.
those seconds really matter.
So you were smart and athletic. What are you now?
I would say some combination of smart and athletic, which equals out to funny, I hope. Like smart enough to make references and like understand when people are making jokes, and fun and like athletic enough to like physicalize that humor, but not athletic where I could run that type of mile, or smart where I could get those kind of grades. Those were all correct, by the way.
The way I almost heard I'm ethnic instead of athletic, I was about to jump on my podcast mic.
Well, you know that I did the 23andMe and found out that I'm Turkish.
And Turks and Caicos is your favorite?
I'm not going there. I'm telling you I'm Turkish, like from the land of Turkey, and 23andMe said it. So that's just something y'all have to deal with.
So take me back to young Matt Rogers. Like,
Sure.
what were you like
I
in
still
college?
identify as young,
Okay.
but younger. What was I like in college? Sort of, to give you an idea, a snapshot of who I was, I came out of the closet, yes, but I was still really insecure about like living like a gay identity. So I was 19 and I went to go audition for my school's sketch comedy group, and the clothing that I wore, the drag I was doing, if you would,
Was
to
Old Maiden type of
convince-
shoes.
It was Old Maiden type of shoes. I basically walked in with a shirt with Heath Ledger as the Joker and a track jacket, and I didn't do my hair, and I thought they'll for sure
Just
think
like
I'm
today.
straight now. No, my hair's like kind of done from last night. It's just got a little bit of
From last
accoutrement.
night. Got it.
Yeah, I went to the Stop That Train premiere. Huge media figures were invited. So,
Are you done?
yeah.
Great.
Well, I'm the guest, so I should have room to speak.
Say what you need to say, John Mayer.
Say what you need to say.
What was coming
That's
up?
a good one. What was coming out like? What a groundbreaking question.
No.
It
Like,
was,
an NYU girl.
Oh, NYU. I wasn't like out and gay at NYU in the way that I wished I had. I used to have this like sort of crazy, like very high, tight and round twink ass from like pounding the pavement in New York.
You know?
And I don't think I used it enough.
What would you use it for if you did?
Bottoming, having sex with men.
And going to Fishbowl?
That's what I'm saying. Like all the clubs like in college that were the ones that gays our age were going to, like Splash, like all those ones, I never went. And so I kind of missed out, I think, on very young gay boy party days.
And were you playing Rollercoaster Tycoon or what were you doing?
I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon like all through elementary, middle school, and
Pave the timeline.
yeah. Well, let's say I guess I just got Roller Coaster Tycoon 2
The
was
best
the good
one, the expansion pack, Corkscrew Follies.
Yep. Yeah. They had really good stuff. And I remember it probably ate up like 2 of my summers because my parents were like, why don't you go outside? And I was like, can't you see?
I am occupied building a fictional park, Mom.
Yeah. I would just kind of do I would just go into the roller coaster designer and I would just make roller coasters again over and over and over and just really, it was my whole interest.
I would dream about Six Flags. I was like, it looks like a magical place because of Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I can put Goliath in my park.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Six Flags growing up?
We were poor.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, Six Flags was kind of budget.
It was budget. We just didn't have one around us at the time. I went to Kings Dominion in Virginia.
Oh, okay. So are you from Virginia?
Born
in Virginia. And then where'd you grow up?
Pennsylvania, Virginia. went to
Okay, so
college
you
in
had
DC.
Hershey Park, you
Yeah.
had Dorney Park, you had all the good ones.
I feel seen for the first time ever as a girl.
I mean, it used to be a goal of mine
To have
visit
your
like
coaster credits.
every North American theme park and do all the roller coasters. I've done a pretty good job of it, but I've never been to Cedar Point, so that's like a huge gaping hole in my experience.
I need to pop that cherry of yours because
Yeah.
that was a middle school 7-hour bus ride I convinced the entire class of my 7th grade to go on.
Yeah.
And we did it, and I miss it.
I bet it was a fun time too.
Show me it
Did
again.
you do Millennium Force?
No,
Oh, why?
because you and I are going to go on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's
I
saving
went-
himself for me.
Back in middle school, I said, there's this twink pounding the pavement of New York City I'm thinking about.
I just haven't met him yet. Michael Bublé, sort of a John Mayer cousin.
Yeah. Do you think gay roller coaster enthusiasts should have more rights?
No, I think we should all have the same rights. I think everyone across the board should have the same exact rights.
Which is?
Well, I would hope that we all have the right to basic expression, the right to free speech.
So you hate a fast pass?
Well, I guess then you're asking a different question, which is a whole thing about capitalism. Here's the deal. If we're going to live in a society where you can get fast pass, I'll pay for the fast pass. If that means I'm a capitalist, like, okay. But would I prefer a situation where like everyone who goes into the park would have an equal opportunity? Yes. But this was about gay podcasters' rights.
Right.
So in terms of just overall rights, I think we should all like healthcare, free speech,
Union.
voting.
Ah,
Yeah, all that stuff.
great. Now, speaking of podcasts, you've been on yours for a while.
10 years.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Initially, it happened because Bowen and I knew some guys from NYU who were starting a podcast company, and they approached us to ask if we'd want to do one. And we said, sure, even though we were pretty sure podcasts were over in 2016.
In 2016, you made that decision.
I didn't make that decision. I made the opposite decision to start the podcast, but it was like a prevailing thought at the time that podcasts were kind of cringe. And so we were just doing one for fun with each other. Bowen and I were just like, yeah, it's an excuse for us to hang out every week. And, you know, we finally got on like a regular schedule several months into doing it. And then ever since we've been weekly.
This girl over here is real quiet. I haven't heard a peep out of her.
It's because she knows I got this.
Great. Do you ever get nervous walking into your studio?
Yeah, it depends on the guest.
Like?
I was a little nervous for John Waters because he's such an icon. I can't spoil, but I'm very nervous and anxious about an upcoming guest. And then, you know, there's some people that just have an air of sort of their reputation precedes them, and I'll always be nervous about that. Like I was nervous for Mariah because I wanted to do a good job. I was nervous for J-Lo because it's J-Lo. I was nervous for someone like Cynthia Erivo because I respect her so much. Usually if I'm nervous, it means I really want to do a good job.
And you have a lot of time with them before and get to know them, right?
No, they come in and actually, I don't do the thing that a lot of podcasters and hosts like to do, which is we don't speak until, you know, everything
Must be
starts.
nice.
Yeah, no, I don't do that because I also feel like then, I don't know, I don't think it sets up the best atmosphere. I think the most conducive atmosphere is say hi to the guest beforehand, figure out what their vibe is, make them feel comfortable, sit them in the chair. Bowen and I sort of create the tone and then they jump in. And that's what I've felt works best.
Is there anyone you vibe with the most? You're like, I could hang with her for a drink.
I've made a bunch of friends from the podcast, actually. Ben Platt is a friend of mine from the podcast. Megan Fahey is a friend of mine. We had met, I think, once before that, but then when she came and did the pod, I was like, I'm going to be good friends with this girl, and we are. Who else am I? Hit the button. Who else am I friends with from
I
the
feel
podcast?
like Lena Dunham, but not from
Lena,
the
I love.
podcast.
Yeah, but she did the podcast
Because you're friends.
Yeah.
But then you have your friends on it a lot.
That's true too. Like we try to keep it a mix of like crazy A-list celebrity and then like comedian I want people to know about and
That's why you're
friend
here.
of ours. Yeah, you just want to be able to, you wanted to get my name out there.
Yeah, I help a girl.
I think my name needs to be out there less.
There's a lot of Matts in the world. You know how many Matts I have in my contact book? 37.
Well,
You
my
think so?
brother's name is Matt Rogers,
Matt
too.
Rogers Layman. Isn't that funny?
Take it away.
Yeah, it's honestly, Matt Rogers is a name I used to be like about, and now I'm kind of like, I do think it's like a strong, punchy little 3-syllable name.
It's a great name.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
pretty good about it.
Yeah.
But who are my other friends from the podcast? I don't really know. You know who I have plans to go hang out with? We haven't followed up on them, but she wants us to go see her show in Red Rocks, and then the idea was that we'd all go see Celine Dion together as Brandy Carlisle.
Caleb,
Yeah.
Hit it.
right?
Caleb Heron, we
Yeah.
love. These are just recent people.
These are just girls. These are just locals.
Yeah. And then there's some that I wish I could be friends with that I haven't heard from.
So who's not?
But I don't think it's a personal thing. But like, for example, we were the first people that Charlie XCX talked to for Brat. Like we were actually the first interview she did, and we even have on the interview, she's like, you guys are the first people I'm talking to about this, about the Girl So Confusing of it all.
Absolutely.
And it was just really fun for her to come in and for us to hear the album like that morning and then talk to her about it and her introduce all these narratives that then ended up playing out
Yes.
in the
And what was
media.
the one that you were like, didn't think it would go that way?
Honestly, she told us after the podcast that the song was about Lorde, but I didn't think that it would become the cultural. I don't think she knew that she would pursue the remix like that. And I don't even know if she did. I think it was sent to Lorde and then I don't know, but Lorde
and
sent
screwed.
it back as her response and the rest was history. And then, I guess almost a year later, we were at Coachella and Bowen and I and our friend Celeste were on screen for the Apple dance.
The
I was
dance.
also on screen.
You were on screen as well.
I was taking a video of that video.
And yes, and then Lorde came out and they did the number, and it was just really cool. I felt like really proud of that episode. And then at the
Like a
end
proud
of the
father.
year,
You're like, I watched this happen.
no, I really felt that I felt really good about the podcast that time. And then there's other things I have like a little tiny feather in my cap about, which is like I'm really happy to have told as many people as we could about Titanic, which is doing so well now. And then I guess the other thing, I would never call that I said Chaperone first, but I did say Chaperone early. I said it early. And
You
she
were the
even
first-
said on our podcast, like, you guys were the first ones to get it.
So you were the first to throw a stone at Stonewall, basically.
You put words in my mouth.
I
It's not
didn't
the first time you've done that today. And don't think it's getting past me. I'm in the game 10 years,
Live, laugh, love.
by the way,
For me or for her?
for her.
Oh, I'm quiet.
I just felt like I never did the end of the bit.
Yeah. I understand. I'm not talking. Sorry.
And I oop. So what's it like now for you and Bowen? Obviously, Bowen is no longer on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
How has that been for your dynamic for you as friends and podcasters? Because you're like, girls free now, girls schedule's out.
Our dynamic hasn't really changed. Our dynamic has always been the same. I think that if it's changed anything, I think it just gives him the opportunity to sort of start living a normal schedule or adjust to a life that's like reasonable, because he was doing the SNL schedule and so much else. Like the podcast in and of itself could be a full-time job.
It is.
It's not,
Okay.
but like for the way that we've been living, it's not, but he is entitled to, I think, a more reasonable schedule. And so hopefully we'll get there. But I'm excited for him about that and for us because I'll get to see him more.
So you
But
can,
I don't identify as not having seen him that much.
So you can like plan vacations better, right?
We're always pretty good about that. But I guess, yeah.
So going back to roller coasters, what's your favorite roller coaster?
My favorite roller coaster ever is probably
3, 2, 1.
Velocicoaster.
Oh, I was gonna say that one. And
You were.
I was gonna say 3, 2, 1. I was like, no, girl, I get it.
I know. You asked me the question before you said the
But you
3, 2,
jumped on
1
that.
of it all. I know.
And why her?
Why her? I think because of the sheer amount. The one thing I'm really impressed about with Universal is how they're able to pack in these sort of really kind of state of the art big macro rides into spaces where you didn't think they could.
No.
Like, I think that they were really sort of tactical with the space that they used, and I love the theming of that ride, and I think it takes it to the next level. And just the fact that they're able to get away with what they get away with just in terms of like sheer thrill level.
Absolutely.
Like I love a roller coaster that's back half is better than the first.
And I like people like that too. And I love being ejected out, just like a good time girl is.
Touche.
Touche.
Yeah, that's good. I love being ejected.
I love to hit it from the back
Totally.
of the roller coaster.
Yeah. Are you someone that likes to ride in the front or the back? And that's not an innuendo, it's just a genuine question.
Both. I love a view and I love watching everybody else.
Yeah.
And I love getting a little whip.
I can't really do the back because I am sensitive to whip in my mid-30s. But front row, always. Front row, always. I love nothing in front of me. I love to see all the elements coming.
It's like driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing in front of me.
Yeah, I have to be the driver. That's something. You like being in control? Noted.
So, you're like the police over here.
I already flirted with you with the Trust Hotel. You weren't interested.
You started.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Wait, I remember that. Straight up, I was remembering that the second this started.
I was like, I thought we were gonna make out in the hot tub, but I didn't think he was interested. What's your next question?
She said Silencio Bruno.
I was just giving you a break because I
You were
know it
giving me
flustered
context.
you. Mm-hmm.
You've started movies like Fire Island,
I'm sweating.
series like No Good Deed, and now you're a press secretary for no other than RuPaul herself
Yeah, so real.
in Stop That Train. What's it like to be a functional press secretary next to RuPaul?
I don't know if I would describe what we were doing in the film as functional, but I would say that it was really fun. And despite the lack of function in that environment, I would rather live in that world than the one we're living in right now.
Facts are facts.
Bars.
What was it like working with RuPaul?
I love Ru. Ru is literally, you forget what an amazing actor Ru is. Ru is so funny. Ru makes so many small choices. It's just really fun to watch and act opposite of. And also the stop downs with Ru are really fun because you never know what she's going to say next and what you're going to get. And I actually was saying to a friend of mine yesterday that my mom first told me about RuPaul in 1995 when I was a 5-year-old in the car on Long Island, and we were listening to WKTU.
And you said, pass the salt, Mom.
And I was listening to KTU, and Ru was a radio DJ, and Ru started talking, and my mom turns to me and she goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I was like, "No."
She clocked you before
She
you
was
knew.
like, "That's RuPaul, and he's a drag queen." And I was like, "What's a drag queen?" And she was like, "It's a man that dresses up like a woman." And it was only presented as like this fun, like fabulous thing. It was
Great,
cool.
my grandma said differently.
Yeah, I know. I think that I look back and I'm like, wow, not everyone got that positive.
Now everyone got the memo.
Yeah, like sort of, you know, not everyone was pointing to RuPaul and being like, that's cool and fun. Like, you know, I would imagine that what was en vogue at that time was that's freaky deaky and weird. But
Freaky deaky.
yeah, I was just trying not to say like, that's fucked up and a sin.
That's what it sounds like in some states.
Yeah, I mean, that's guess what I mean is that I was lucky. I always was like living with RuPaul as this like monumental person I wanted to meet in my life. And eventually I did get to. And
did you tell her this story?
I think I have told her this story. I weirdly ended up meeting RuPaul in a bizarre way. They came to me to reboot Star Booty.
Oh.
Yeah. And I like wrote out a pitch for the Star Booty movie that if Ru liked the pitch, we would then co-write it together. This is years ago. Brian Grazer was producing it. It was like a whole thing.
Hit it.
And so I went in with my I still have it, like a 14-page treatment for Star Booty, which was essentially like
A day's work
Austin
for you.
Powers with Rue.
Mm-hmm.
But I pitched it to Rue, and Rue was like, I won't share what we talked about, but we had a long meeting, and I hit it off with Rue. And then that day, I was like nobody at the time. Rue invited me to be on her podcast, What's the Tea? Rue was like, I'm recording it later at this hotel. Come by. And so I came in, and who was finishing up the recording before me but Adam Shankman? And so I literally met Adam Shankman the same day I met Rue, the three of us all together. And I sat there while Rue finished up the What's the Tea recording with Adam Shankman. And Rue was like, Matt Rogers, do you know Adam Shankman? And we met, and we have since become friends. And now he directed Stop That Train. Literally. So funny. And I never did write Star Booty because they wanted to go in like a different direction. And I was like, maybe I'm not the person to write
Maybe I'm
this.
not that girl.
Yeah, but it was definitely a fascinating first meeting. I'll probably write about that one day in like a book or something.
And I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I hope so.
Is she gonna say anything?
Yeah, but do you have anything to say about this? Yeah, I didn't think so.
She just shakes her head. She's
Yeah.
like, no,
She's
don't pick
good
on me.
right now, but
She's chilling.
But when she has something to say, she will.
And you're gonna hit
Yeah.
that button.
Period.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lisa hitting something. Well, Lisa Kudrow,
Yeah.
can you describe to me the day in the life?
Every gay guy's reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like being her realtor?
Oh, I love Lisa so much. She's so cool. Like,
Right on a carpet.
yeah, she's really, is that your experience?
Yes, that was my experience. You have a different experience. Go.
No, I have an amazing experience with her only. There was a day that it was just a scene with me and her. And, actually, the first time I met her was at the table read. And it was a really intimidating table read because it was no good deed. It was like Ray Romano, Lisa Kudrow, Linda
you're like
Cardellini,
me.
Luke Wilson, Tiana Paris, like all these people. And I Abby Jacobson, Poppy Lou, like all these people that I love. Oh my God, Dennis Leary. The cast
Name
of
'em.
that was crazy. I did, I guess.
Yeah.
And now I feel bad to not name them all. But que sera. The late Linda Lavin. Really amazing people. And I was just so shook that I was there. And I kind of had like a comic relief part. And I remember I hit the lines and she did laugh and she looked over. It wasn't just one of those things
You
where she
felt
was
seen.
like, oh, like I'm like hearing that someone did it well. She laughed and looked over and then said hi to me. And the whole process went through and I loved working that job so much. And on the very last day, my last scene was just with her. And we got some time to just like talk and
Be a girls conversation.
just have a little girls moment. And she actually wrote me such a lovely note at the end. And I was just like, and sent such a lovely gift. And I was just a recurring part on that show. But the fact that she had gone out of her way to write me a handwritten note and send like something so lovely, like a bunch of spreads and like jams and
Love a
like
spread.
crackers and stuff like that, like truly nice in like a big box. To me, it was like, that's how you are a star of that level and you treat everyone like that.
Send everyone carbs and meats.
Cards and carbs.
Cards and carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like truly nice gesture. And I have nothing but good things to say about her and Ray. That was so fun. And they had never met despite being like 90s
They never
sitcom
met.
icons. No, they had never met before they did the show, which I thought was fascinating. And their chemistry was so good and they got along so well. And I loved that show.
Professionals.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Las Cultaristas Culture Awards coming up, my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming up.
Coming up. You're like,
I'm like
yeah.
literally all day, every day, I think about them. And it's so funny because things like that, they just happen and then they're over.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like not get too in the weeds and actually enjoy it this time because last year when we did it, I was really stressed that we could pull it off. Now that I know we can pull it off, I'm trying to just enjoy it a little bit more. It's going to be really fun.
You're sitting real tall for this. You're almost breaking your frame over
Did
here.
I sit too tall? Sorry, guys. Sorry to be erect.
Where did the concept come from? A late night being like, I deserve an award show.
You know what it was? Yeah, exactly. This is all about what I deserve. Bowen and I were messing around one day on the podcast and kind of just like, maybe it was like a slow week for pop culture.
Maybe it was.
But we kind of just were like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we just announced like a bunch of nominations? Like it was just a random episode of the show where we were just like, and the nominees for the Las Cultaristas Culture Awards are, and then the bit was that we canceled them and said they're never going to happen. And we just thought that was funny. Like, we would do things like this all the time, or we would just like make a big joke of something and then it never paid off.
It's like a podcast.
Yeah, sort of. Well, this podcast has paid off too much, I think. But then Lincoln Center reached out to us with an opportunity to do like a free live show in the park, or in the. They had like it was called like Summer in the City. It was like a series they were doing. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. And we were like, why don't we do the awards? So we did the awards, and so many people came that it was this like little mini event in the summer. And then all of our listeners were like, well, we want to see it.
Do it live.
And then we were like, okay, so we'll do it again next year. And then we were totally content with it just being a free live event we did for whoever showed up first. But then we realized, oh, we talk about it so much now, and it's such a thing that it probably should be a ticketed event. And then we ticketed it as an indoor event, and that was also a hit. And we went out and tried to pitch it. Peacock bought it, and now this is the second year we're not even doing it. I say getting away with it on Peacock.
And how many people asked to be a part of the Culture Awards? Now it's in its second year. Like, did the girls come lining up, or you're knocking on their doors?
There was more interest this year now that people know what the fuck it is.
Great.
The first year it was kind of hard to book because no one knew what the fuck it was, and it was hard to explain. Like, it's an award show, but not. It's a comedy special. It's also like, it's on Bravo, but it's not just Bravo people. Like, it's
the locals, it's the straights.
It's competitive only in that it's fake. Like it's also, in a way, it's Bowen and I's comedy special together disguised as this other thing.
Disguised as a ticketed event.
Yeah, well, it is a ticketed event, but now you can stream it too. It's a streamable event. And it's actually streaming on Peacock at the same time as it's airing on Bravo this year. 9 p.m. on Wednesday, June 17th, Eastern Standard Time.
Work the world, work the world. Aside from being a cult girl, a girl who acts, you have also been a host on Today's Show alongside Jenna Bush Hager.
Yeah, love her.
What fantasy did you fulfill by being on Today's Show with a white woman like that?
What fantasy did I fulfill being on the Today Show with a white woman like that? I would say that the thing about her is she's really... What fantasy did I fulfill?
Like, did you always want to be on Today's Show?
I guess
some of us...
I always wondered what it would feel like.
So, for example, I wanted to have Al Roker's job. But I was like 12.
He's a sweetheart.
Good to know.
Yeah,
And
he's a good man.
Then my dreams changed when I was like, I can't wake up at 3 a.m. like that. And I couldn't live in New York City.
It is wild how early they wake up. And I will say it was kind of fun to like fulfill my fantasy of being a Today Show co-anchor without having to get up that early, because I was doing the 10 a.m. hour, which, famously is not that early. And also because I'm, a man, I don't have to sit in the chair for hours. And also, I'm not a journalist, so I don't do the whole 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. hour. 10 a.m. is kind of for lols,
I love for lols.
It's kind of for lols. It's like, okay, right after this, we're going to find out how to color with glue. And then we're going to have Tay Leone. And you're never going to believe how cold it's going to get in June this year.
And the moms eat it up.
We got winter coats for June. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then it's like skincare. What I like about it is it feels so whiplashy. It's like, okay, we're talking about this, kind of frivolous thing, and then it's like a serious thing, and then it's an uplifting thing, and then it's like a clothing thing, and then I go home.
Finally.
I don't know if it was like a fantasy of yours, but I know your family watched it, so I feel like it was like a dream come true for them in a lot of ways.
They're like, he finally did something. Because that's how my parents feel.
Well, I think that the thing about suburban parents is the Today Show is such a big deal.
Such big core.
And even for us, like when I was growing up, like we were a Today Show family. I mean, Katie met Alan.
Oh, girl, I was eating my cereal and I was eating that shit up. Katie Couric and I were tight.
Yeah.
Like,
and Katie Couric came on the podcast too a few years ago. I forget that, but she was like a major guest that we had.
We were like a little too young to understand the magnitude of what the Today Show actually was, but I feel like our parents did, so they could like, I don't know, understand the fulfillment of the dream in a little bit of a different way.
And also that was a time of like true monoculture where like everyone watched the same thing, and that meant that everyone's morning program was the Today Show. So
Yeah, not a GMA household. I was a Today Show household.
But every time you're on it, I'm always like, we really need to watch this. Like, it's so fun.
I think check in on it now. Like I watch it on YouTube now, and a lot of people do.
It's lighthearted, you know.
Yeah, it's really fun. Not that I wanted to cut you off. You just signaled to me that you were done.
She just went, help.
Yeah.
Help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord.
Help me, Lord.
Well, it's time for my favorite part of the podcast. Now you're wondering, Andy, this podcast sounds really dumb at times. Well, it is. It's time for my favorite segment, Really Dumb Questions.
Okay. I like really dumb questions. I don't think the podcast has been dumb at all. I don't think you should speak to yourself like that. That's negative self-talk. That's your question.
You should be a self-help coach.
I shouldn't.
I'd love it.
Okay.
First question for you.
Yeah.
Are you tired of people asking you all the damn time, where is Bone Yang?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Answered.
I'm not his PR.
That'd be kind of fun. You were press secretary for RuPaul, so like.
Yeah, because I don't think people ask him where I am.
Do you ever like call each other and be like, this girl's asking about you?
No, I follow his location. Like, I know where he is. It's no one's business where he is. And also, I don't know. It's not my information to share.
Are you the type of girl and Find Your Friends who like looks for where they are and they're like, I see her at the grocery store. Can you pick me up something?
No, I don't text them and call them out, but I do know.
You're a lurker.
I know where people are, and sometimes I'm like, why are they there? But usually it's like...
You're like a Facebook mom, like looking at the post but don't like it, and then you go to the family reunion and she's like, so I saw her at Today's Show.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be asked why I am places. And so I don't do that to people because there's a litany of reasons why someone might be somewhere. And I find that if you start guessing why someone is somewhere, it's like you just spin yourself out and it's a waste of time. I just like to see the little dots. It's not that I need to know
Pokemon,
what people are doing.
Them all.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to know that, I have a friend that wants to share this information with me. And also, I do think it's good for like safety reasons.
And some people abuse it and they lose it for everybody. And I'm like, you can't fight fairly with everybody. You all lose this privilege.
Sure. I mean,
what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so I've had people who have like had my location on Find Your Friends. Like, I see you're at home. You want to hang out? And I'm like, I'm just going to chill. They're like, you want me to come over? I'm like, that's code for I don't want you here. I'm doing my own thing, girl.
That's a boundaries
that's
issue,
a boundary
not a Find My
issue,
Friends
definitely.
issue. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's my life coach.
Your life coach's business should be picking up.
Well, good thing Melissa came in there because
you were confused.
Yeah, so maybe she should be the life coach.
Melissa.
Period. I am in a lot of ways.
Do you love this button? I think you do.
I think the button is fine.
Totally.
I like it as a
Is a safety hold?
I like it as a
mechanism?
fixture. I really like the idea of like sound effects in the podcast. Like I always wanted a soundboard.
I always wonder sometimes, I'm like, y'all get bored listening to just two bitches and hoes talking on mics. You know, sometimes
I think
I'm like,
no, because it's still going, and we still get more people listening.
I didn't
all the
see
time.
yours.
Oh, okay.
I meant in general.
In general, yeah. I'm sure I get. There is no podcast that I listen to regularly.
The hand is really helping this.
Week in and week out. Because I would get tired of them.
Yeah, I would too.
I think boring is the point. I think a lot of the time.
Is it
You know,
really?
that's it for our time, everybody. Boring is the point.
I do
Sometimes,
believe
yeah.
sometimes for some people, like for me, I think if I don't really want to like, be thinking about a lot, I just want to put in something simple, put in something boring. You know what I mean?
That's why I watch. Tell them.
The women screaming.
The women screaming, which is the way Melissa refers to the Real Housewives. The
women screaming.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't find the women screaming boring. I find it terrifying.
She doesn't like it. It sets her on edge. We kind of find out why yesterday. And I think Melissa feels that the show and the women therein are presented as like dumb, and I would argue that's not always the case. I just think we've watched some gnarly episodes.
Sometimes they're dumb and have money.
It's not even the dumb. It's more so
joking,
just
they're
like
not
the presentation
presentation
of the women. I was kind of like, I think I just need to get into it a little more because I don't want to speak for all the housewives. I don't really know that much. But sometimes when they're fighting and yelling, I'm like, I just don't want this for women.
And that is valid.
Do you know what
and
I mean?
A lot of people
that's
think
just
that
kind
way.
of-
For me, I see it a little bit differently, probably because I'm not a woman. For me, I take it out of the gender of it all, and I'm like, these are conflicts that are happening, and I think it's interesting to see
Yeah.
how people's minds work and how
Yeah.
they think they're gonna get their way or how they think they're gonna
Explaining the concept of housewives to people, you watch their brain just go.
yeah.
I do agree with that. I do think as time goes on, I'm like, okay, I understand this is solving problems, this is
Yeah.
solving arguments, and I do think that is kind of awesome.
Well, the idea of the show is conflict and resolution. That
Yeah.
just doesn't always happen. And for me, it's kind of fascinating to see different personality types, especially in the pressure cooker, which is you're on TV.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting a lot of the time. Sometimes it's just like forced, and that's like a franchise by franchise case.
The hands on hips really sells it for me.
Well, I'm
do
just trying
you
to
like the
maintain.
Housewives?
I like the Housewives. I also like the Selling Sunset back from seasons 1 through 3.
Totally.
Yeah, Selling Sunset was fine. I
Yeah.
love Chriselle.
Yeah, we
Love
love,
Love
Chriselle.
Chriselle. We're
We
big
love
Chriselle fans in this house.
Back to dumb questions.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have bangs and sometimes you don't have bangs.
Yeah.
Why do you buzz your hair sometimes?
I think that arguably,
You sound like the girl from the pageant who's like, the America's.
well, I haven't even said 3 words. I mean, like, it's
T.
kind of crazy for you to label me
Absolutely,
as
T.
like someone like historically who flopped when I said 3 words. I was 3 words. Into
she
the
is
sentence.
memorable, just like you.
Thank you.
What?
What was the question?
Why do you
buzz
shave your
your
head?
Why do I shave my head? I think arguably I look better with a shaved head sometimes. I also think it's kind of fun in the summer to have less to do. I really like not having to like negotiate with my hair. It's kind of a slippery slope for me because I'm a gay boy from Long Island, which means I will spend a lot of time on it if given the runway.
I would buzz my hair when I was 7 and I can't go back. I don't know what it looked like for me.
Yeah. But I will say I've had a lot of different kind of hairstyles and looks for someone who is like, you know, relatively one thing. So
Great.
I vary it up. I think that also the buzz cut of it all was like, can I pull it off?
And
then
you do.
I found out that I
And I'm
kinda
jealous.
could. You could pull it off.
Eh.
No, you have a very strong hairline.
Sure.
You do. That's all you need.
That's all I have.
Would you buzz your hair?
If Matt did it to me, sure.
You want me to buzz it?
Name a date.
We could right now.
I would do it today.
It's right now.
I'm busy
What
otherwise.
is the date?
I think you'd look very handsome.
We can go
with it,
outside and buzz
actually.
your hair. It's no problem.
Not to flirt with you again.
Honey, next card, honey.
Go ahead.
Well,
I'm sweating, just so you guys know.
ooh, I'm sweating too, and I love it here.
I'm not
Sweating or loving it.
sweating. I
Great.
love this.
Your podcast name is Las Cultaristas.
Yeah.
How much Spanish can you actually speak?
Un poquito. I used to be fluent.
What happened?
I think it's one of those things where because I was in high school studying it, that meant I took it very, very seriously. I was very serious.
So
about
how many years
grades.
did we do? Because
I
like
did 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. No, I did 5 years because I didn't take it senior year. And my Spanish teacher who taught AP Spanish was very upset with me because she was like, you could be really good in speaking this language. But I was kind of like,
no.
this is annoying. I think I had like a full course load of AP classes because I was that kid that was like really trying to get into a good school. And I wasn't, it was a scheduling thing. It was like I couldn't fit in.
Yeah,
AP
it's just a
Spanish.
life scheduling thing. It just didn't work out. Same with me. Like I took 3 years and then 2 years in college, and
Yeah.
people think I'm Hispanic, and I'm like, fine.
But also, I want to say on the record, Las Cultaristas is not a Spanish word. Cultaristas is it actually means bodybuilders.
Las
Cultaristas, the
bodybuilders.
bodybuilders. And that's not why we named it that. It's literally like Maxinistas or Fashionistas, Culturistas. The Las was just for lols.
You should sell shirts with that.
No.
Okay.
We have so many other shirts that I think would move more
You
product.
said it's a timing thing. It's a scheduling thing. It's just
We are coming out with new merch that says Las Culch.
I would like that when I get my hair buzzed.
You would look
Outside
great,
today.
actually with the buzz, and it's a black shirt with big white letters, and I'll get you the mesh shorts.
And that would fit the bodybuilder look.
Period.
Period.
Yeah,
Wow.
it would look very becoming on you.
Your boss is none other than Andy Cohen.
Well,
Kind of.
yes, we are writing a book for his imprint.
Have you ever told him which housewives need the can on their respective shows?
Yes,
Okay.
I can't repeat it because it's just I don't want to.
I don't need you to repeat. I just wanted to know.
I have told him.
Cool.
But I've told him like to his face on air. I've said it. I'll just say, because of my opinion on this has changed because of recent developments. I was someone who, as a big fan of Real Housewives of New Jersey, felt that the Teresa Melissa situation was not feasible logistically, and it felt like Teresa had less relationships with everyone. So I was like, why don't you give Teresa her own show? It feels like they didn't want to do that, and
Press
feels
Secretary Matt Rogers here, everybody.
I just thought, okay, so if you have a show where one person is like, fuck everyone else, they're kind of making the decision. You know what I mean? But now it seems like that they're doing much better. And they posted for each other's birthdays and the holidays. And I saw Melissa at the upfronts and she seemed really happy. And
Different one.
yeah, Melissa Gorga.
I was there.
You were there too. Did you see Melissa Gorga? I don't think you know who that is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Great cookies.
Yeah. I really like the cookies. And she did
Love
send
the
them.
cookies.
Yeah. I love her. We did watch What Happens Live together once. I found her a great vibe.
Does she make cookies?
Yeah, she
Okay.
makes.
I thought you meant her boobs.
So no, that's
I
not
don't
a
know
way I'm
why.
referring to boobs.
I just didn't know if it was something I missed. Anyway.
I should refer to boobs that way now.
As
can-
cookies.
we can cut that. Cut it out.
Yeah, she makes cookies. It was a plot point on the show, like years and years and years ago. She brought sprinkle cookies to her sister's, Teresa's Christmas celebration.
Cute.
And
Oh, it's her sister?
to her sister-in-law.
Oh,
So Teresa
I
is like, I like
understand.
pinoli cookies. I don't like sprinkle cookies. And one of the first viral things from the show became like, how could you bring sprinkle cookies? And so now years later, Melissa has sprinkle cookies, which are actually a
They're
hit.
actually good. I hate
Yeah.
sprinkle cookies. I'm not gonna lie.
I love sprinkle cookies.
I just don't like the frosting. It's too much sugar for me.
Totally, I
Like,
get
are you
that.
I'm like a
the
brownie girl, an ice
store-bought-
cream girl.
It's like the
store-bought
store-bought ones,
with the
like
cake- with
yeah,
the
like the vanilla
frosting
cookies
and
with the
the-
rainbow sprinkles on them. But then I think there's a bunch of different flavors that
You
she
and
does.
me.
Used to be together.
California roll over there.
Everywhere together. Always.
And they grew up so close.
Thank you.
Ooh, child.
I just wanted her to finish the phrase and then
Yeah. So
On to other things.
the phrase.
the phrase.
The fray.
The phrase. That's our nickname for my boyfriend Fraser.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's clicking, as
Yeah.
Justin would say. Not a lot of people know that you were an intern on Teen Mom in 2016.
I barely know that.
Can you walk us through your daily routine at that time?
Yeah, I never got to go to set. I was always at I think it's 1818 West 42nd Street. It's like a huge building in Times Square. I would go there and I would go up to like this high floor and I would sit there, and I'm not even kidding you. It was pretty much my job to like staple the crew's receipts from the lunches they had
And
made.
you were good at it.
I had to staple the receipts to white pieces of paper so they could be like itemized or something.
Sure.
And if they were with the girls when they were doing this, all I can say is I can't believe how much Taco Bell they ate. It was so much Taco Bell.
And do you hate Taco Bell now because of it, or you're a Taco Bell stand through and through?
I don't eat fast food anymore, but I do love Taco Bell. That just has to do with like age and skin and like general mood after you eat it, and then when you wake up the next morning. It has nothing to do with how much I love it, because I really do. I have a true passion for it. You ever watch like Delta Work, like taste all the Diet Cokes and stuff
Yes.
from different? Yeah, I could do that.
So
And
like,
I understood what she was saying when
All
she
right.
was walking through all of them.
what is the best Coke?
Coke Zero.
And
Because it tastes just like full fat Coke, which is the best Coke, but
it's not
full
a
fat
secret
Coke
if you do
has.
this.
Well, I was more for show. You know what I mean? Like I know
Yeah.
I'm on camera. I was like
I know
kind
my
of-
angles with my Coca-Cola references.
yeah. So Coke Zero, not like any of the flavored Cokes. I was a vanilla Coke fan, but I do think that was like me being young.
So it's a phase.
I mean, clearly they don't
I didn't grow
have
out of
them
it.
anymore.
They
Really?
do with the freestyle machines.
That is true. I do love a freestyle machine,
Yeah.
but I abuse them.
I feel
I
like
abuse
God
them.
at a freestyle machine. I'm like, I have all this power, and my calories are. Who cares?
I know. You kind of forget. Well, here's the thing. When you go into an airport, it's like all bets are off.
All bets are off because that Coke is $5.67,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, I still want it, but they only have that one flavor.
God, I had to stop going to Arby's too because they always have a soda stream.
They always have the meat.
Yeah, the freestyle machine. That's different than a soda stream.
Well, We have a fun segment for you in honor of you being a press secretary on Don't Stop That Train. Words
Oh my
are
God,
hard
if
today.
it was called Don't Stop That
Don't
Train,
Stop That
it'd be
Train.
a whole other film.
So I have questions for you.
Okay.
The quote is the name of the game. And is it a quote that you've said or Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary of the United States?
Okay.
All right, so first quote. The situation is ongoing, but we have our people monitoring it from every angle. Is that you or Caroline?
This is me. This is me in the film Stop That Train.
Great.
And I'm talking about the Storm Organza.
Of course, the president supports peaceful protests. What a stupid question.
That was Carolyn. She was being really mean to a reporter who was just doing their job. And by the way, they were asking that question because it seems as though he absolutely does not support peaceful protests. So it was both a lie and dismissive and rude. But that's kind of par for the course for her.
With all due respect, only a reporter from the New York Times would ask a question like that. Sean,
Carolyn Leavitt, I would
Great.
I would imagine
you're on a roll.
that's her.
He has the right to fire someone in the executive branch. It's a pretty simple answer.
Carolyn.
You know your quotes.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I'm not in positions to speak on the executive branch very often.
facts are facts.
Bars.
Are my press briefings not good enough for you, Jackie?
Yeah, that was Carolyn.
Great, you nailed this.
So there was only one of mine.
Oops.
I guess you're more of a Carolyn Leavitt fan than me. Is there? Do you want to make a big conservative announcement?
My time is up. I have to leave.
It would be really smart of you, doing the podcast to just go right to the manosphere,
You know, I used to live in Washington, D.C.
especially if you buzz your head.
Can you imagine a gay twink like me? People don't think I'm a twink. I don't even know what I'm saying.
No, I think you're otterish.
That's what I get.
Yeah, I am in the same community as you, I think. Although it's more for you to say, what am I? What am I?
As our girl Tatiana says, same parts. Same parts.
Okay, so otter. I'll take it.
Great.
Am I an otter? Do you
Yeah, I
think?
think, but I don't actually know.
Yeah. Just seems right.
Yeah, I mean, you both give otter to me, but I don't.
She
really...
knows her facts.
Yeah.
She also knows it's time for her segment, and it's time for questions from the peanut gallery. Miss Girl, you have no time to be interrupted, and so I think you should ask your questions.
So I can't speak at all?
You can speak.
I
Just
answer
can't
the
interrupt.
questions.
You answer the
Okay,
questions
okay.
at large, and you have 4 minutes, my girl.
What you got for me?
I don't really think I have any questions.
Yeah?
Is it just questions about what you guys talked about?
Yeah, like
or...
any burning questions for me or for Andy.
Or yeah, you don't get interrupted. So
Andy, I think I want to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
hit me with your best shot, Pat Benatar.
Are you dating anyone currently?
I am.
Who is
Oh.
this?
And his name is Travis. And when Mr. Rogers flirted with me in a hot tub, I was taken.
Period.
And I went back to my room and I said, huh.
I wonder if he was
No,
flirting
we just
with
talked
me.
about roller coasters. We're just two girls gagging.
No, I mean, but there. Here's the thing. This is the truth. We were talking for a long time. You're very cute. We were at the Trist Hotel. I thought there was a little bit of an opening, so I sort of was like, and then you were like, and I was like, okay. But then we continued to have a conversation for like an hour. So it was.
I also oblivious as fuck. And
I
I was
quickly
like,
was like, yeah, right.
I am. And then I left that and I was like, wait, we were in the hot tub for a while.
We were in the hot tub for a while.
But we were talking about roller coasters. And I was like, I had a great time.
That was wonderful. I had a great time too.
I had a great
I
time.
don't
There's
wish
no
it went any
ill.
other way. I think I was just like, we were at the Trist, and I was like, would have been fun.
And I was like, all right, what's happening? I was like, this never happens to me. I'm never the girl who gets hit on.
I love that.
well, you have a boyfriend, so that's amazing.
And you
so
too.
do I.
Look at us.
I know. We should introduce them.
Gross.
Send them away.
Take me away.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't really think I have any
You have
other
like 2 more minutes, I
questions.
guess.
Yeah, just about life, about what you guys have been
She's
talking
like, that's my only
about.
question, actually. I want to know what happened in the hot tub.
No, I just was like, confused about how you didn't pick up on the flirting.
I'm really, if it happens a second time, I go, okay, now I'm aware.
Yeah, now you got it.
But I'm
Yeah.
like, Andy, you're not that great. No, everyone doesn't always want to flirt with
That's
you.
not up to you though.
No.
It's up to the people around you. If
Yeah.
someone makes a move, that's probably
Especially an otter.
See, I kind of still am like this, but I
shoot your shot and
always
you're
used
bold.
to assume.
Kudos.
Thank you.
No.
I always used to assume, or like a gay guy would ask me to get coffee or something, right?
you're like,
or
"It's a
like
date."
or like a dinner. And no,
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, they just want to be friends. And then someone to me was like, they're not asking you to coffee because they want to hang out with you. And I was like, see, but I don't want to assume that about gay men because that just reduces gay men to
Yeah.
a stereotype of everyone just wants to bang each other. Like I am interested
Yeah.
in creating gay friendships, like absolutely. But then there were times when I was like, oh, I think I explicitly talked myself out of a certain situation because I got like
You're like a hostage
nervous
negotiator.
or, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I realized later, like, oh, like when someone would tell me like, no, I was coming on to you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I messed that up for myself.
I'm glad you clarified.
But you didn't mess anything up because you had a boyfriend. So
I was just like, so much was happening around us. I was like,
it was the Trist Hotel Puerto Vallarta.
I was like,
It
we're seeking shelter in the hot tub. Great.
No, it was wonderful.
As Sonia Morgan said to me, I was the only other bitch there.
Melissa's interactions with Sonia were.
I became great friends with her from that trip. She was, let's
11
go to
out
the
of
beach,
10.
honey.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I
because
bet.
she was like really, really, really like loving, I think, all the attention from the gay men there. And then Melissa was there and I don't think she loved the idea of like
Fighting for attention from the
another
girl.
woman around.
She's
She
the
goes-
other woman.
She literally goes, Melissa, right? Yeah, I remember because you're the only other bitch here.
But it was kind of iconic.
No,
like,
it wasn't even rude at all. She was
No,
like fully
she was
iconic.
right.
I think she
and
was.
I was like, no, for sure I am.
No, the best was when Melissa goes, "Are you having fun, Sonia?" And she goes, "Well, I'm working, Melissa."
She's an icon.
She definitely is an
great.
icon.
She was amazing.
She was just what I loved about Sonia Morgan at the Trist Hotel Puerto Vallarta opening weekend, LOL, is that she was just giving shows in the corner while the
100.
drag queens that were paid to be there were really performing. And in the corner, Sonia Morgan is just literally giving it like in front of Demi Lovato and
Yes,
Jennifer
and
Coolidge.
there I was at the time working for my former publisher, taking videos. Like, great clip.
Yeah,
Clip.
I do believe that experience was very like theme park-esque. You know what I mean?
God,
Like
yeah.
gay theme park. Like it was just like all bets are off. It was very wild. It
the
was
ride
really
I
fun.
Your interaction with me was on the street. We had just done the carpet, and you're like, "Oh, I'm going back to the hotel." I'm like, "I'm going out, and I'm coming back because I have some grass. I want to hit up." And
Yeah,
we
hell
did,
yeah.
And I was like,
I know when I found out that someone there had marijuana, I was very
I was like, "Thank God."
That's still us to this day. We're big stoners.
Big stoners.
Can I give you some advice? Never get high on the podcast.
Did you do that?
I do it all the time. I do it
Can
all
I
the
give
time.
you some advice?
Yeah.
Can we do it together?
Yeah,
sometime?
absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
But I can't
We're
imagine.
down.
Are you a public stoner? Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like a public edible or like a public joint?
Last night at the Stop That Train premiere, we
you-
were ripped.
Do you mean like being in public or consuming in public?
Being in public with a not sober etiquette.
Oh yeah, always
I'm
public.
never a mess.
No.
Because honestly, like, we're kind of just like...
Functioning.
I
So
love popping an
functioning.
edible and going to sit somewhere in public. People go, I can't do that. I'm like, you're built different, honey. Same parts though.
Same parts.
Yeah.
Same
parts.
Here's the thing, and I'll say this annoying thing. It's harder for me to be like a fool and like weird and, you know, uncomfortable out in public now just because more people recognize me now.
You're right.
So it's a little bit like...
Also, yeah,
Which is a part of it I really don't like.
I'm a cautious girl. Anytime someone makes any move on me, I'm like,
Exactly.
what do you want?
See, I wish that was the case for me when people are making a move. It's more just like, it's kind of like I just miss the days where I could go to Fire Island and be a wreck. Like, and now I kind of can't because it's like a little bit embarrassing. But I did have like a
And
sort
that's
of
why I thought we were having a
iconic-
fun time in the hot tub. I was like, I could be
I
a wreck
know.
here.
No, you could. And-
Trist was that definitely.
no, Trist was that because everyone was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was really fun.
If you want to get crazy, you want to go
Talk
talk
to
to
Sonia
Trist.
Morgan. Well,
She probably knows how to
I
get
think your
crazy.
segment's over. We went
Thank
way past
you.
that time.
No, but that was, see, it ended up being great.
See?
And I love that edit for us.
Yeah. Do you think that there's anything else you didn't ask?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we. Thank you.
I just wanna hear
That's
it.
nice silence.
Yeah.
Silencio Bruno.
It's fair.
Our last segment is a doozy. Now, I know you have, I don't think so, honey.
Yeah. You've kind of asked me to come here and work.
Sonia Morgan.
I do have something though.
Well, it's time to get something off your chest. It's my favorite thing to do because sometimes my chest be pounding, my heart be pounding.
Yeah.
Not like other things are pounding.
Well,
Is there anything you want to get off your chest, mister?
yeah, I had two things. I'm going to tell you what they both are,
Hit
but
it.
I'm going to get into the second one.
'Kay.
One, I think people should leave Harry Styles alone for his dancing. I think he's actually doing it pretty well, and I think that he's fun, and I think we would be remiss to not like look back and think, oh, he's like fun and good for the pop scene, and I think we shouldn't like shout him down. I think he's a force for good. But the thing I want to get off my chest is I think podcasts were better before they were on camera. They actually were.
You just want to be sight unseen.
No, I just think that the camera has created a self-consciousness which stops people from being candid. And I think that also the visual aspect of it like requires you to give a fuck what you look like. And it also opens up so much more social media. I think the more awareness creates more self-awareness, which creates self-consciousness, which creates hedging. And I think that all is not the point of this. Because essentially this is now a TV show.
Essentially, whatever bandana you're wearing today is going to be on screen.
Exactly. And so I guess by wearing the bandana, I'm sort of saying, fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what I look like. However, I know that's not true. And probably I'm wearing the bandana because I think it looks kind of cute.
Right.
What I'm saying is it's created a self-awareness that I don't think is the point.
You almost said it.
I don't think so, honey.
Yeah, you almost said it.
Yeah, I kind of never say that unless I'm on the mic. Or if I do say it, I'm like, I don't think so, honey. And I apologize profusely.
And I apologized.
Yeah. Do you go now or does Melissa go now?
Miss Girl, you want to go first?
Sure.
Oh, what's something you gotta get off your chest?
Okay, I kind of have two too. Okay, my first one is plastic.
Okay, hit it.
It's just kind of like, well, it's everywhere. It's in everything we consume. It's in our blood. It's in our water.
They
it's
said
in
there's
our
a credit card in our
toothbrushes.
brains.
Yeah, credit card worth. And it's just sort of like, well, and I've been like, okay, I'm gonna like detox plastic from my life. Really hard. Really hard.
Nearly
like, you want to have a
impossible.
yogurt? No.
No.
Like, it just becomes everything, like your toothbrush. Oh, it's like getting in
Yeah.
your gums and then it's going in like where? Like, it's just like so much. And like, it becomes this way bigger issue that like is frankly not any of our fault and none of our business.
And nothing we can do about
There's
it.
nothing we can fucking do about it. And it's so classist. It's so obnoxious.
Did you hear that?
Because like,
And I'm just going to say this.
yeah,
Recycling is
fake.
not a thing.
Plastic recycling is not really real.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like,
Plastic recycling is
yeah.
not real.
Yeah, and it's petroleum. Like, it just, you start to get into the nitty gritty of it all and you're kind of like, why did they do this? And then it's just like, oh, well, screw the people at the bottom. The people at the top can figure it out and then like they'll fix it for themselves. And it's sort of like,
They won't,
that's
though.
kind of like how the world is now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you just look into anything and it's like that. And I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, okay.
She right. What was the second thing?
I love Hailey Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
She
kind of
does.
like that. And I was just sort of thinking like along the lines of loving Hailey Bieber, we just really need to leave relationships
alone.
in the public eye alone. Like why are we picking apart people that have children's relationships and making theories on TikTok? Like I just sort of think like it is crazy.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't you think it's a little insane to like make a video just like picking apart someone's relationship that you've never met and you have nothing to do with?
Keep it in
Well,
your
I
head.
think people that it's an attention economy, literally. So
Yeah.
people do it because they then get it helps.
But is that okay? Like, is that
No, it's
you
not
know,
okay.
No one said it's okay.
It's not okay.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just like,
Well, I guess like it's not right, but it's okay.
yeah,
It's not
It's
right.
that's literally it. It's like it's of course it's
It's
okay
not
that they do
right.
it. Like do whatever you want. Like
Yeah.
if this is what the platform is gonna be, and there is an attention economy,
Yeah.
and like in
Yeah,
a
you're
world
right.
where like
So
whatever,
everyone's got to make a buck.
but it's not cool.
Yeah,
It
decorum.
sucks.
Maybe it's just like I be nicer. I guess ultimately is my thing.
Be a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Truly.
You
Okay.
did.
Did those work?
Yeah.
Those
I
were
mean,
so well.
it was so good. You know, I gotta get this off my chest, honey. I am tired of the smoothies being at the price they are at. What
We had the
happened?
best one ever yesterday, and
The
it relates to the Jenners.
And
The
you
Kris
spent how
Jenner
much?
one.
How
The
much
Kris
was it?
Jenner one, it was 25 each. Unbelievable.
It was called the You're Doing Amazing Sweetie Erewhon smoothie. We actually were like, okay, we have to at least try it. We were in a mood to pop off.
11 out
And
of
you
10.
did.
It was so good.
But like, can I
But
have,
it was so good once it mixed together.
And then there was an edible flour at the bottom, and then it was like kind of crunchy.
what
and
happened to like $10 or
amazing.
less though? Like, do we need edible flour in it?
No, it's
Maybe
wrong.
I'll still
I
have it.
like
I'll
the
still
edible
buy
flour
it.
though.
No, it's
and I
completely
wasn't
wrong.
I wasn't buying the edible flour until
Yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
But
No, you're right.
some of these are $40.
I don't think it should be that price. However,
Will I
did
still
we
grab
get-
it?
Did we get our life? Yes.
Yes.
It's crazy that it's that price.
But like,
But
it's
also with all those ingredients, it's like,
when did the smoothies get their own fandoms?
When Hailey Bieber got behind it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
And
Hailey Bieber.
I love Hailey Bieber.
I liked
What a
that one
trendsetter.
too.
The strawberry glaze,
Strawberry
skin
glaze. Strawberry skin glaze. And that
I don't
one
like
had,
that one.
No, I liked it.
The Kris Jenner one really did it for me. Cat's Eye was mid.
Cat's Eye was mid.
Well, that's all the time we have on Culture Shock, honey. Well, thank you so much, Matt Rogers, everyone. And of course, you can watch the Las Cultaristas Awards on Bravo and also streaming. And also, Stop That Train.
On
In
Wednesday,
theaters.
June 17th is the Culture Awards, and Stop That Train is in theaters on June 12th.
Bye.
Buy your tickets at AMC.com or use the AMC app.